Jonathan in Pearland. How are you, sir?
How you doing, Michael Berry?
I'm good, sir. What's up, Jonathan?
And just another wonderful day in America, you know. But look, Mike, I wanted to say, I wanted to tell you this shit though. But look, every day I hear you talking about black folks, man. You talk about other races, but the main focus is black people. So I wanted to tell you, you know, in New Orleans, well, because I heard you say something that you got some people that's listening to you in Louisiana. So see, in New Orleans, I didn't experience racism until I got into the working field. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about racism. You know, you might have had, you know, white folks, you know, step on your head during Mardi Gras season when you're trying to get a cup, or they might tell you to go back on the other end or something like that. You know, but there never was, you know, if you worked and you paid your dues, they was there for you. You know what I'm saying? But by you just talking about, I think you more prejudiced. See, if they got a white guy and a black guy racing, doing a race or something, you're gonna go for the white guy. And, you know, and I can't blame you for that. But you, I really think that you are a racist, man, because you the type of guy that'll talk to me, you know, and it'll be all cool. But see, if I ask you to marry your daughter, you're gonna say no. You know, you don't really be mad because I say, well, look, I want to marry your daughter, Michael. I'm going to marry your daughter. You don't really be mad. And see, that's racist to me. You know what I'm saying? You know,
but Jonathan, what if I didn't want you to marry my daughter, but the reason I didn't want you to marry my daughter is a reason other than your skin color?
I don't think you can handle it. I don't think because there's no person would just. I listen to a lot of other people too, but I don't never hear them talk and stress about. Even when I was in New Orleans, I listened to 870, you know, WWL 870, and they never talked about blacks and other races as much as
because they didn't feel comfortable with it. Most people are scared to have an honest conversation.
It's too much.
Oh, trust me. Hey, Jonathan, there is not another host in America that can talk about race the way I do. They can't. They're scared.
No way. No way. Not. And guess what? See, when I used to listen to that station, see the southwest part of Louisiana. Oh man, they hated New Orleans. Oh, they used to always talk about New Orleans this and New Orleans that, and they need to close that cesspool. They used to say all type of stuff. That was southwest Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Like coming towards this way. But guess what? Now they can't throw a brick and hit nobody down there. Now they wishing that they could find somebody. Now all the athletes gone, all your best chefs, cooks, everything is gone. Gone, shedding talent in other places. Now they wish they could find somebody. Oh man,
Jonathan, let me ask you a question. What is it?
Yeah, go on.
What define what it means to be a racist? Tell me what a racist is. How do you know that someone is a racist? What do they do?
Well, I define a racist as someone who don't want me on the same level as them because of my skin color. And don't tell me, I seen it offshore, bro. I seen when Barack Obama was about to be elected when I was offshore. I seen that, man, and those guys, man, the closer the election got, the worse they got. And these guys who I was talking to, man, before Barack Obama was even nominated, man, those guys switched up, man.
Well, let me ask you this, Jonathan. Those people that didn't like Barack Obama, you think they voted? Whoa, Jonathan, hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's have a conversation because I don't want anybody to think we're in stereotypes or anything. So those people that didn't like Barack Obama, do you think they voted for Bill Clinton?
I'm not sure if they did, but I know I was taught, how can you judge someone by not even knowing them, by not even giving them a chance? That's racism. That's racism when you look towards someone by the color of their skin and you think they're not able to do that operation, or they're not able to do the med quiz, or they can't be the top lawyer in the country because of their skin color, you know. And that's been my pet peeve, man. I always believe in plain crazy and plain stupid. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Just like that guy who's running for president. What his name is, the black guy. Oh, I call him Bojingle. I call him Step and Fetch It. I call him he's a Bojingle, Step and Fetch It, Sambo. I call him all that. You know, because he's the type of black guy who want to look at everything black people are doing and make it out of something wrong.
Well, wait a second, Jonathan. So you despise him because he's a black who doesn't behave the way you think black people should. Do you know him?
I I despise him because he's a black man who looked towards black people like we're doing everything in America. And let me tell
Are you talking about Herman Cain?
Herman Cain.
Hey, what state is Herman Cain from? I forget.
I don't know where he's from, but I won't slap him on top of his head.
Well, let me ask you this. No, I got that. I think he's from Georgia. But if you don't... hold on, Jonathan. Can we, I know. You're very clever. You're very clever, but let's just have a conversation. So you don't know what state he's from. Is he married?
Probably not. Ain't no black woman like
right.
nobody.
Okay.
Always,
Does he have any cheering?
If he do, they probably like him. Or they probably can't stand him. Or they can't make a mistake without him.
Okay. So we don't know where he's from. If he has what did he do before he was running for president? Was he an elected official?
I just heard him speak a couple of times.
Okay. So Jonathan. I got that. You're very clever. So you don't know anything about him other than a statement he made.
Well, a couple of statements that he made.
Okay. You've judged him because he's a black man who you know nothing about. He was the CEO of Godfathers. He's from Georgia.
I judged him on the statements that he made that I heard.
Well, let me ask you this. Jonathan. Jonathan, do you think that the media has covered much about him? Because obviously you didn't know much about him.
I didn't know much about him until I seen him running for president. Then I seen him on a debate. Right.
And you still don't know anything about him, Jonathan. Here's my point, sir. Here's my point. You don't know anything about this man. You know nothing about this man. Nothing. Other than the fact that when he talked, he didn't say, go out and get your cousin Pookie. Go get Jonathan from Pearland, and let's have Jonathan come and vote for the Negro and the Democrat and bring us some welfare and bring us some Obamacare. You didn't hear him say that. You heard him say things like, in this country, you get what you put into it. If you work hard, you'll turn out better. And that pissed you off, didn't it, Jonathan? You don't know anything about the man. You don't know about his incredible success as CEO of Godfathers. You don't know how well regarded he is in the state of Georgia or in corporate America. You know he's a black man. Don't act like the black man you likes. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying, Jonathan? You feel me? He don't play the game, do he? He ain't throwing the bones. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hanging out in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He ain't with the program. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be a racist and everything, defending that black man who acting like a white man. He just a step and fetch it for all them white folk. I know. Thing I like about you, Jonathan, you ain't gonna play the white man game. You feel me? You in your own world. You in control. You're not going to let nobody tell you what to do by going to no schooling and learning to conjugate your be verbs. Hell to the now. You keeping it real out here in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But that Herman Cain, that no-count, Uncle Tom, white-loving, house Negro, I could think of about 400 terms for that man. You know anything about him? Now, I know he ain't no good. I know he come play dominoes with me. He not gonna win. Hell no. Stepping fetch it black man trying to be making all them white people happy by going and getting some schooling and all that. But I know he ain't real like me. Oh, hell no. But one thing I won't do, I won't judge somebody that I don't know nothing about like y'all do, all y'all racist ass crackers and everything. And you got all your black people going and getting their education just like acting like y'all. Oh, hell no. Not me. I'm going to keep it real.